You don't want to lose that relationship. You ain't telling the truth. You ain't
That's the
telling
truth, man. We saw.
You literally coming on here saying Devin is nobody. Devin is nobody.
Saw it. That's why Mike Tyson was like, "What's good?" Undisputed.
You're not a real
Manny
friend,
Pacquiao
man.
was good.
You're not a real friend of Tio, man. You're not a real friend of Tio. Damn, we woke Bill up. Bill straight out the bed.
The alarm clock. I'm the alarm clock.
Bill straight out the bed with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, shout out to the boxing voice, the voice of the people.
Bill, man. It ain't even worth it, Bill. This dude, I already wasted like an hour. He don't deal with logic, man. He don't deal with logic.
Objectively, logically.
Let's just say shout out.
Let's go tag team.
Ain't nobody tag team. I'm done with this shit. I see you don't deal with logic, champ. Like, man. You the only boxing fan. You the only boxing fan that likes the franchise title.
I'm cool with it. If everybody on the panel right now says I don't deal with logic, Mauricio Sudamon is a flat out liar and he doesn't deal with logic either. Bruh, just say that.
I'ma say this.
I'm cool.
You don't deal with logic. And you the only boxing fan.
Why y'all scared of Sugar Bear, man?
You the only boxing fan that literally doesn't think franchise is a bad thing. You the only one reps franchise status, bro. Like, why I can't believe you going this hard. This is like real sad, Punch. Like, you think I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm not. Like, you literally changing the rules for one fighter. You know he's gonna retire, right? You know eventually it'll be over.
And then when the WBC changes their rules, then we change the rules. But that's their rules, bro. Man. I don't like the laws. Look, you can smoke weed now, yo. Before you couldn't smoke weed.
Right? Man. Triste.
Before you couldn't smoke weed, man. And now you can.
Triste. Very sad, man. Very sad.
Hey, man. I'll go for the guy that did it in the ring, man. I'm paying respect. I'm not devaluing nobody that fought in the ring and got it.
No, so why you
gotta get it.
So why you respecting the status though?
You gotta respect the status because he did the work, bro.
So you respect Canelo? You respect Canelo avoiding Charlo?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta respect the work.
We different boxing fans. I don't respect that shit.
Different than he went.
That's why I like Wilder, man. Wilder said he'll never take franchise.
He went to 175 and got it.
Excuse me. Look, makes you want to just have a smoke, Ness, but don't let him.
Because he's terrible, man. It's sad that he's so delusional.
He's consistent. He's consistent in his disillusion, you know. And shout out to Punch. With a name like Punch Drunk, he's consistently drunk with emotion and passion for a fighter that's so deliberate and apparent that it needs no justification. It needs applaud and admiration that he's this passionate about the disillusion that Devin Haney does not want to fight Teofimo Lopez and has been consistently wanting to fight him from the time that it was a WBC tournament, from the time that they ran up on him, right? From the time that he had the WBC title, he was the IBF champion, and he chose to go at Teofimo. And everybody made it, everybody, sports writers and the like, made it seem like that Lomachenko was this champion, and we both knew when Devin and Teofimo met. Devin said it on the video. Shout out to Fred, the Barbershop Conversations. You go look at it. Teofimo Lopez and Dev encounter, which they both said that they knew that they were going to be fighting for the world title at some point in time, or if not all of them. You dig what I'm saying? So we've known Teofimo and Teofimo Sr. since the amateurs and everything. We give them their respect as warriors and commend them for their efforts. But never in a million years will I let Devin Haney be undermined, and as if he is not looking to get on the biggest stage of the world and fight the best. And if you are the best, then Devin is more than qualified to be the other side. Everyone needs a dance partner. I'm not here to bash him, but do not ever say that we have not been trying to make this fight with Mauricio, with the world, with the platforms like the Boxing Voice, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Now, when we talk about girls and disrespect organizations and stuff like that, I don't have to do that, because one thing that Ness said at 22 years old, we have broken every barrier and every excuse. And you can play back every excuse that you don't want to fight, that you choose to not want to fight. So we will not get held up at where the WBC made a mistake, where Ness made a mistake, where Punch Drunk made a mistake, because Teofimo Lopez right now can mandate Devin Haney to fight. In the lightweight division that Devin holds the WBC crown, he happens to be able to be mandated by not only Ryan Garcia, Jojo Diaz, and Teofimo Lopez all at the same time. Now, so when you talk about us not making the fights and whoever we fought, ain't no bitch in my son, homie. I don't know who the fuck you think you talking about. Ain't no bitch in my son at all. Hey, listen, I wouldn't give a fuck. Put some straight on that though. Now, I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know what the fuck he said in Spanish. But I know you want to talk. I know you want to talk. Yeah. Let me listen. But ain't nothing about bitch you ever seen in my son, homie.
I thought you talked enough. Your son is a fight. I'm not going as his son as a fight.
Well, listen. Now I just said though. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you that you're old enough. God bless you that you're old enough and that you have the wisdom. That you have the wisdom. God bless you. God bless you that you're old enough and you get old enough and you have the wisdom and the intellect to get on platforms and speak on his behalf or her behalf when your kids reach the level that they need successful management and promotion.
The WBC.
I didn't say, and I'll let you, and I'll back up, and I'll let you talk. But you're not 100% comfortable letting other people talk. So I reserve the right to interject. Please, now go forward.
Now the WBC stated that Ryan Garcia, Team Ryan, Team Devin Haney both requested to fight in a later date when there's going to be a bigger crowd, a packed crowd, and more money in play. That's what the WBC said. Wait. Thus, the WBC now mandating that. Now, was Mauricio Sudamon lying on the boxing social that y'all both requested?
Can I speak on that?
Yes, sir.
Can I speak on that? Yes, okay, sir. Now, the thing that has been consistent is the fact of is, can we mandate it? No. Can they mandate it? Yes.
Did both request it to fight in a later date, like Mauricio Sudamon said in the?
No.
So he was lying.
Absolutely. That's why.
Okay.
That's why this particular time we wait out and we don't talk to nobody. And even with encouragement from platforms like Ness, the Boxing Voice, I've reserved the right to go ahead and talk to a Maxie Hughes. We've not talked to nobody. So the excuse, wait a minute, hold on. The excuse that Devin does not make a great partner in a big event somewhere, meaning the loudmouth father, the son, the team would say anything publicly to stop this, right? The one thing that we say as the great partner in the big event, especially a big event in, I don't know, 2021 still, because things you don't see, and you don't see the Lord, God working, brother. You know what I'm saying? You see when Devin got the shoulder injury, okay, no champion, he got the shoulder injury in the ring. So the guy said when Devin publicly, because he's shown everything and he's birthed, I always say he's birthed on YouTube. So you go back and you look at everything. We got the receipts to match all the stuff, But when you talk about your favorite fighter, well, Devin was known before your favorite fighter, and if your favorite fighter don't want to fight him, then Devin gonna be known after that. We didn't, Teofimo Lopez didn't make us, nor will he break us. You dig? But being available being available is something, you know, you have to still be a champion in and out the ring, no matter what the pressure takes. I love the energy that you guys show. Now, for the money and to be in the position, you got to be true to the game. And the one thing that all the big four know, in terms of, you know, the big four, the Bob Arams, of course, the great Al Haymans, Eddie Hearn, and Oscar De La Hoya. Now, let's not count Money Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather himself, biggest promoter, fighter in the history of boxing, somebody that Devin grew up under and then spent so much time with. So we all expect that you spend a lot of time with Floyd Mayweather, you don't come out intelligent. Boxing, business, the approach to the game. You don't get to where he is by saying that you then have anything other than boxing. Yeah, he got some girls shopping, back to training, working, training. The girls is part of life. And I knew from him being young and him being known in Las Vegas, the way that he was known in the beginning, that this thing was going to be a hit or miss. Either he's going to get hit by it or he's going to succeed. Right? And we gave it to him early.
Hold on, Bill.
But being available.
Respectfully, Bill. Hold on. I'm sorry. Respectfully, because this man made it seem like you come on here and I don't ask you the right questions, and he got these magical questions that need to be asked. Shoot your fucking questions, champ. What's all with the pressure? You can't hear you. You muted. Give me the pressure though.
I'm letting the man speak, my brother. I'm letting the man speak, but he is losing everybody. If you look at the chat right now, he's lost everybody. We don't even know you smoking. We don't even know what the man is talking about right now.
I want you to. Where the questions that I don't ask him? What is them? What's this super question I'm supposed to ask?
The question is
what?
The things that I say.
What?
Is what Mauricio Sudamar is saying.
Now you said I be having him on here. I don't ask him the right questions. So what's he on here?
So the question is, we arguing about Undisputed, right? Mm-hmm. So who's promoting it Undisputed? Who goes to every interview and promotes Teofimo Lopez?
Ask the question, Bill, on the show. Say it.
Is Mauricio Sudamar a flat out liar when he says that Teofimo Lopez is undisputed? Yes or no?
Absolutely. He's not undisputed.
Is Mauricio Sudamar lying? Yes or no?
You can take a look at it.
Okay.
You can take a look at it and see that the general consensus of people that disagree with it being undisputed, right? And then you have a consensus of people that agree with it being undisputed. So at that point in time, you have a dispute. You have a fighter that can be mandated to solve the dispute should you get to that point, right? To be the supreme champion, right? And
but Josh Taylor's undisputed and he ain't got no fucking supreme belt. That's fake, man.
There you go. You wanted me to answer. You wanted me to ask the question. He couldn't answer the. I just want to know.
What do you mean? He called him a liar. What more you want?
Yeah, you could text him. I still gotta answer the question. Is Mauricio Sudamar a liar? Yes or no?
I said no. Listen. Listen. Mauricio, who answers to the board of governors, who then you would have to get an answer from every one of them to totally represent the WBC. Mauricio represents the WBC as a one person.
As the president. As the president.
But listen. But if you ask him to do something, he says it needs to go to the board of governors. And he's not just one. He's just only one vote.
And the government chose that the franchise will be the supreme.
Give me a second.
That's what
give me a second.
So right, you don't want to throw him under the bus. That's the problem. So the problem is you won't throw Mauricio Sudamar under the bus to pay that pay sanctioning fee. So of course that's the business part and y'all make money. Okay. But you will throw somebody else. You will throw my voice under the bus when I'm saying the same shit that Mauricio Sudamar is saying.
Okay.
If you can't keep it real with Mauricio Sudamon, you got to keep it real with everybody. The voice of the people right here. Everybody in the chat. And Mauricio Sudamon, a flat-out liar for advertising that Teofimo Lopez is undisputed.
He is a liar, though.
No, Ness.
No.
Don't answer for him now. Don't answer for him now, Ness.
Okay, let me answer, man.
I'm telling you that.
No, I'm not finished. No, I'm not.
Let him answer. Let him answer.
With my question. I'm not finished with my question.
No, you ain't finished with your question.
Mauricio Sudamon go everywhere promoting that Teofimo Lopez undisputed. Is he false advertising?
Yes.
Okay,
don't answer this. That's him to answer, bro.
Listen, this guy's asking. All right, now,
it's so obvious, though, Punch.
So let me.
Go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry.
Let me explain this. Let me explain this. Is Mauricio, although he's promoting that and if he said that, right? You got to understand, this is international business. He's a president, but he still represents one vote and the board of governors. He'll have a seat on the board of governors with influence because he's the president. And I don't disrespect his vote, but he's not the end all to be all when submitting things, right? He always says that you must talk to the board of governors, right? So if he said that and it's a dispute, right? And we say that this dispute can be handled by how? So we go to him, we say, well, how can this dispute be handled? Well, we can't mandate T.O. to fight, but T.O. can mandate us to fight.
Okay, you don't got a mandate. Can you send a term sheet so y'all can start negotiating and y'all be this is a voluntary? Doesn't have to be no mandated. Can y'all go as bosses, as DHP that got more money than Teofimo Lopez and every lightweight in the world, right? Can y'all do it like y'all did to Gary Russell Jr. and supply that term term sheet? So McWaters could you know what I'm saying, negotiate? Could we do that?
Okay. Now listen. Shout out to you because I mean you speak on better for the team on behalf of the team, because when you talk about what Teofimo Lopez has done with Kambosos and Triller turning out to be a mess, he colluded with his own. He did it on his own. He didn't do it with the help of Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum, who's did an amazing job steering Lomachenko, get Lomachenko away from Devin, and then trying to create the narrative that Devin didn't want to fight Lomachenko or couldn't fight Lomachenko. You see what I'm saying? But when you talk about what Teofimo Lopez did, he went out and he did it on his own. So reaching out to us and talking to us, we've always had a line of communication that was open to all fighters, Teofimo Lopez included, to make the fights happen. Devin makes the fights on Instagram, Twitter, and alike. So they've sent things to back and forth to each other, but never has Teofimo showed interest. What he said was publicly, was 3 to 5 years. Publicly, he said 10 million. Publicly, he said a lot of things that you've agreed, that you said that Teofimo is all over the place. He's flip-flopped from time to time. But why haven't we sent anything to him? What is it to send to him?
A term sheet like you did a Gary Russell Jr.
Okay,
if
so
you look, hold on.
Teofimo
Lopez,
what the term say?
Hold on.
What the term say? Skip to that. Skip to that. What would the term say?
Okay. Teofimo Lopez is the top dog. Teofimo Lopez got the belts. Teofimo Lopez is a pound for pound, is a lineal champion. You should be. Devin Haney should be the chaser. Y'all should be the chaser.
Tell me what are the terms?
You are a licensed promoter. You should.
What are the terms?
Whatever you write the term, you want the champion.
Okay, what do you want it to say?
So what are they?
How much money are you winning a fight for?
Oh, so you want him to send an offer?
You gotta chase Teofimo Lopez. You think Teofimo Lopez is gonna chase y'all?
So let me ask you something. How do you send an offer when Teo's contractually obligated to ESPN?
You send it to his peoples, bro. Just like Keith Thurman sent it to Bud Crawford this past year.
Who is his people?
Keith didn't send anything to Bud. You mean
he didn't say his representative didn't send anything to Top Rank?
You mean they wanted to fight Keith and Keith said allegedly 10 million?
Bob Arum said that Keith represented sent term sheet to them.
When Bob called them.
That's the report. That's the report.
Keith ain't just sent an offer. How do you just send an offer? Like, yo,
this representative sent a term sheet or contract to Top Rank.
I feel like I remember that situation, and it was Bud looking for an opponent, and they reached out to Keith, and they told us.
No, that was the first time.
We reached out to Keith, and Keith wanted $10 million, is what Bob said. They said they reached out to Keith.
No. That's when. Okay. Nah, you got the timetables different.
All right. I'm just saying that I find it weird that
Keith said that
I just find it weird that you are in agreements with sending a offer to a dude that's contractually obligated not only to a network but to a promoter.
Yo, what's wrong with that? So y'all not gonna do crossover promotions? It's gonna happen somewhere.
So can you give me an example of that?
Yo, the same example that y'all did with Gary Russell Jr. Did I send a term sheet? Why you acting like I'm speaking foreign now?
No, but
now I gotta tell you the details.
But listen, hold on. No, hold on, because that's the thing you keep using. You keep using Gary, but you don't understand that Gary was being offered to fight on DAZN. It was always on DAZN. Like, you understand, I don't think, and this is what I'm saying, you be going on these vigilante things like without knowing all the sport. Like, you do understand that if I
now you're gonna give a pass now.
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
You're gonna save the day, man. You're gonna save the day, man.
Hear me out.
Send the fucking term sheet, bro.
Hear me
Why you
out.
acting man dumb now?
Hear me
Send
out.
the term sheet.
Hear me out.
Hear me out, bro.
Hear me out.
Send the
So
term sheet.
let me ask. So hold on. So
now y'all going around.
So where was Gary gonna fight?
No power sending term sheet. Has no power getting mandated. Got no power getting nobody in the ring.
But Bill, was you gonna fight Gary? Bill, was y'all sending Gary an offer to fight on PBC or fight on DAZN? Because this man is confused.
Give me a second.
He's so confused.
Now y'all want me to fill out a
Why
term
you so
sheet for y'all?
confused?
Okay.
No, y'all confused now.
You the one want Gary to fight on PBC.
Every name
Can I respond?
Hold on.
Can I respond?
I don't know. Keep cutting. He don't want you to answer my questions. So every name.
Listen, that's why I never came on here.
Come on. Let him talk.
I'm holler at y'all, man.
Nah, Bill. Hold up.
Bounce. He's scared. Yeah, he can't answer the question.
There you go. Let him talk. Yo, you gonna be here longer. Let him talk. Go ahead, Bill.
Because you answered the questions for him. Yo.
I'm not gonna answer no more. I gotta walk my dog. Bill, go ahead. I'm walking off. I need a fucking haircut.
Hey, Ness.
I'm listening.
Hey, hold up. For one thing, listen.
I'm listening.
Stay on here, okay? Listen. I came on here to talk to you. The voice of the people that's been down in the game for a while, who's witnessed and going all the way back to one of Devin's first videos inside our gym in Las Vegas, Nevada, that was filmed with Sean Zattel, right? Early on. Now, when you talk about the success that we've done and the platform that we've built, you know what I mean, and the energy that we exude, right? Dog, you talking about the wrong dudes. First and foremost, right? One thing that I want to get back to, to the Mauricio and the vote, right? When you ask Mauricio, can anything happen? Mauricio will tell you it has to be submitted to the Board of Governors, right? Obviously, right? Anything that you do to have a sanctioned world champion fight. Teofimo Lopez having the franchise champion, is this a question on that? Now, does that make it be Charlo? Can Charlo now, is the undisputed belt vacant for Charlo since Canelo is fighting for the undisputed? Why isn't Canelo fighting with the franchise belt? Why isn't the franchise belt on the line for Caleb Plant if it's the supreme belt?
You want him to answer? Because, I don't want, he ain't going to say nothing unless you want him to answer.
On me? I thought it was a question.
I think it was a question.
Yeah, that's a question.
I'm so. Can you repeat the question?
The question is, why isn't the Supreme Grandmaster belt on the line for Canelo versus
he didn't want to use
Caleb Plant?
Mauricio Sulaiman said in your show he don't want to use it. I'm just going by what the president said.
Who don't want to use it? Canelo or Mauricio?
Canelo. Okay. Canelo decided not to use the franchise. That's what Mauricio Sulaiman said.
It's funny he decided not to use it after he don't got to fight Charlo.
But remember, he's a liar to you, so you know what I'm saying? So now you can't pick and choose, Ness. Mauricio Sulaiman is a liar.
Listen, one thing that I'll do is I'll point out all the reasons, and we've broken every barrier. We've knocked down every door. We started in Mexico, you know what I'm saying? Where they said that, what are you going to Mexico for? We're going to Mexico and we filming our shit. Go look at it. Devin Haney, first fight, second fight, you know what I mean? We're in Mexico. To the Madison Square Garden, to no other than the Mandalay Bay. We just did that one.
Who's down in your grove, though?
National Harbor. We took on National Harbor. Usyk caught a torn bicep 2 weeks before that, and we had to take the whole arena, and we flipped it. We flipped it from, shout out to the Russians who show up in New York and D.C., but we flipped it from an all-Russian show to, you know what I mean, us, and filled that joint up. So, talking about who knows us, who doesn't want to fight. Now you can.
Yeah, that's another thing he was saying. Nobody knows Devin Haney. You're so biased.
But one thing is the greats that have had the belt, they've wore it, and being a world champion means that you can be challenged by the world. And that's one thing that Devin is, and that's what the position is. He's the WBC world champion, right? And when you talk about a franchise champion, well, like I said, some fighters get out of the fight competitive nature and say they want to become fighters for organizations, right? Now, but the organization says, if you ever want to be our world champion again, you can mandate our world champion. You can mandate it because the world champion is something that's different. He can be mandated by the whole world. That's what being a world champion is. So, of course, no, Charlo don't want to, because Canelo then left. Charlo said, well, now I want to be the franchise champion.
Hey, Bill, does Devin's WBC belt have Vasil face on it?
Hell no.
Do it got the top ring banner on it?
No.
Oh, I never seen one like that.
Well,
except for the one T.O. got. T.O. got one that say top rank on it, and it got Vasil face on it.
Listen, in order for that fight,
the reality is that the kid Teofimo has always said that he wants to fight Devin Haney. That is correct.
Yeah, he says it, but when is he gonna do it, Mauricio? Okay, he says it. When is he gonna do it, Mauricio?
And the same thing.
You guys will be on the show because listen. Let me just respond to that. Okay. Well, he said that he was going to fight him in the WBC tournament, and he left. And he said you could go and find the videos where Teofimo said, "Yeah, why would I do that? Why would I do that when I can go this way?" Right? We said, wait, this is the one thing that we said is, where are you going to go outside of the WBC? The belt that Floyd had, Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson. I don't know what he was talking about. I had no clue that the man was talking about that he was going to duck his way into making the people believe that he's something that he's not.
Man, look, every name. They say that all the fighters don't want to fight Devin Haney. Y'all called out a bunch of fighters that y'all say don't want to fight y'all, avoid y'all. But the question is, as a promoter, as a licensed promoter, have y'all ever sent any offers to Loma, Tio, Comey, Nakatani?
Okay.
Other than Santiago, Gamboa, Linares, have y'all sent any offers to them? Because I know in this boxing, you could call out anybody. I don't care if Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney was chilling. You always bring that shit up. Years ago when they was chilling in the arena, Everything here is paperwork.
Okay.
Have you ever sent the paperwork as bosses, as we respect you as bosses, because we look at Devin Haney as a promoter and a fighter. So he has duties as promoter and he has duties as a fighter. Promoters in boxing get critique when they can't get fight done. Eddie Hearn's gonna get critique. Oscar De La Hoya gets critique. Bob Arum gets critique. Guess what? Devin Haney is a promoter. Y'all promote yourself DHP. Y'all got more money than anybody. Have y'all made the offers to those fighters y'all say is ducking you?
Okay. Fortunately for us, that and you know, I've been blessed to be able to know a lot of individuals in boxing, and I heard or I saw you you talked to someone and you bragged about also having my number, you having also having Mauricio's number, and so on and like. So in this short period of time that you've been in boxing, quote unquote, you've been able to get certain numbers. When you talk about boxing, you talk about a very close knit sport, almost like they're saying that it's a niche kind of in boxing, instead of it being a big high level sport that it was in the golden era, so to speak. It's not now. But when you talk about knowing, I know Igis Klimas, Samson. I mean, who would you Louis de Cuba? You know, we talk about who don't I know, right? When you talk about Devin being available to make this fight happen. I mean, we knew the people before you, Punch. You know what I'm saying? Right? We became a WBC youth. We got our WBC youth belt we got our WBC youth belt in Mexico when Devin was 17 years old. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, this is nothing new to us. But one thing that did happen that was new was that you had a fighter that actually went on the internet and fight him too. So you got most of the terms done right there. You know, and then he went on to say shit, I don't got no promoter, right? Only shit Al do is advise me, but I'm the one to make all the decisions in relation to my career. So you said everything. So when you talk about a Hall of Fame promoter like Bob Arum, who's always told everyone, do not listen to Teofimo Lopez saying what he could do or what he could make happen. And then he renewed. He said that he colluded to make another fight happen. When Bob Arum said the fight that could be made is Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, and he said Kambosos was not a good fight. That's why he didn't bid on it. He said Kambosos was not on Devin Haney's level, and if you wanted to get Devin Haney money, you can fight Devin Haney. But he was be involved in it. Bob Arum would be involved. So I don't know what information that you've received, right? Because right now you have nothing, Punch. You have nothing and no reason to be other than what's being described as you as being a renegade against Devin Haney and a Teofimo Lopez fight.
I'm no renegade against Devin Haney. Stop it.
Devin
Stop
Haney
it,
and
Bill.
Teofimo Lopez fight.
Stop it, Bill.
No, I said it. I said a Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez fight because you have been consistent with saying that he should fight his mandatory in George Kambosos because he'll get stripped for the IBF, which was incorrect because he had just defended the IBF against Lomachenko. So he would have had at least a year to 18 months, but he rushed and did that when Devin was right there, and Devin has a bigger profile than George Kambosos. And it would have been for more money.
He got more followers than Tio, for God's sakes.
That's what I'm saying. He got more everything. Then you should supply that. What's the offer? Offer them. Well, just like you was on my channel. You said, yo, you said to his pops, I could get $4 million. I could get $4 million through the zone. And then I asked Eddie Hearn in the IG live. He said he don't know nothing about no $4 million.
Now, when I talked to him on your show, and I said, could I get $4 million? Could we make the fight happen? When they seen Eddie Hearn, they asked for $10 million.
I remember that.
I'm asking what you say you was gonna do. Forget about what they asked Eddie Hearn. What you said you was gonna do. Did you do what you said you was gonna do?
Okay, but
yes or no? It's an easy yes or no.
No, listen. It undermined the fact of that as a promoter, I go and you leave it to me to go make it happen. And as a manager, you leave it to me to go make it happen, right? And we say 4, right? And then you go see the same guy that I'm talking to that Devin is in a partnership with, and say 10.
Yep.
You guys are funny. No, I like your ad-libs, Nuss.
I'm
rather
end it,
I'm
man.
like, yeah. I'm like, if he's bro, if the dude is avoided, he's avoided. But I'm just answering simple questions. Did you supply any term sheet, any type of negotiations, try to call the number? Remember, I said a week ago, I said McWaters is waiting for your call.
Okay, and listen.
Did you call McWaters?
Well, listen.
He said he could make a deal. He said he could make a deal before the Kambosa fight. Did you call Mr. McWaters? Okay.
Bob Arum, right? No, I talked to Bob Arum, and he said the Teofimo can't do nothing, and to not listen to Dave McWaters on nothing. Because this.
Okay,
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Dave McWaters is the one that started then got this mess with this. Dave McWaters and them, they colluded with that, Trilla. Right? And then went back, listen, and then the only thing about that is, and then made another deal with Bob. So everything goes through Bob's desk. I know Bob personally.
Okay. Good info.
Well, any other questions you want him to answer? Because I don't want him getting over and you saying he ain't answer nothing.
Man, I asked a certain question he didn't answer, but the last one is a new answer.
Let's go over it. Which one did he not answer?
All the names have you called? Have you ever signed some type of term sheet to negotiate a deal?
And what are those names specifically? Richard Comey, you said? Give me those names one time.
That's
or the top lightweights.
No. Give me the names because I want him to answer it.
T.O. Ryan.
We just went over T.O. He said he spoke to Bob. He said he spoke to Bob, who told him T.O. can't get out this fight. Don't listen to Dave McWaters. What's the next fight?
Nobody, but who said that? Nobody said that we're going to get Teofimo Lopez to get away from this fight. McWaters said that we can make a deal for after this fight. We can make the deal now. Canelo Alvarez did a deal with Billy Joe Saunders when he was fighting Yildirim. That deal was done. I'm not saying do a deal and get Kambosa out. I'm saying when I was on the line with Mr. McWaters and you was on another panel and I said, Bill Haney, call Mr. McWaters right now on speed dial to make a deal. And I said, did you call Mr. McWaters? Now you're saying that you don't have to go talk to Mr. McWaters.
I have McWaters' number. I can call McWaters. I can call Bob Arum, right? I can call Eddie. We call Dazn. I can't call ESPN, right? I don't. ESPN and what Bob Arum is doing, right? We're available, right, for Bob Arum to make the right deal.
Bill, straight answer. Did you call McWaters?
No.
Okay. What's the next person you want him to? What was the next question? Punch.
Any fighter.
Which fighter?
Any other top
fighter? Be specific.
Richard Comey, Lomachenko.
Richard Comey. Bill, have you talked? Have not talked. You want send? Have you sent an offer to Richard Comey?
We talked a verbal offer with Lou DiBella, who said kind of roundabout what he would need. And but he also said that he's in serious talks with for him with Lomachenko.
Okay,
and
next.
they have an offer on the table. So he was considering both.
So that was after after, because remember your son and Comey was going back and forth, and he was saying send me an offer in July. So was that recent? Like, now we know that they in negotiations to get the Loma, but not in July, because Loma did fight. He fought Nakatani, so I know that Comey was free after.
For the thing that narrative, because we killed that whole narrative that you have another fight other than fighting with a world champion, right? Makes no sense to us at all. You hammer out the deal, and you get the money that you want, and you make the thing happen. Great fight, Richard Comey and Devin. Don't kill the deal and say that you're gonna go, and you don't win anything with Lomachenko.
All right, so we made contact with Lou, who also confirmed when we interviewed him. So what's the other person you want?
Loma.
Anything with Aegis? Any offers, actually, not conversations, offers?
Nothing. I talked to Aegis, and we reached out to Aegis, and Aegis told us that we have to talk to Bob Arum, the Top Rank.
So when did you talk to Bob about Loma?
Same thing with Bob Arum is with Loma. He moved Loma out the way because he knew we would beat him then. It wasn't that you win the fighter. You don't win the fighter, right? You get in a position, then you win the fight, you win the title, you win all the shit. What the thing about winning the fighter, he said we signed on the wrong side of the street. Well, Eddie just told you that we standing out here, ain't no sides of the street with us.
So let me ask you a question. Is not a right.
So when you talk about, hold on. So when you talk about publicly, Bob Arum getting on there and saying this would be a great fight, Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney right now, right? Because that's what it'll be. From one team to the next team. It'll be a great fight. What else is it to talk about?
Let me ask you.
Listen, let me tell you this. Hold on. What else is it to talk about? Now, Bob Arum, who said, don't listen to nobody else, right? I said, damn. He said, don't listen to the fighter or don't listen to them. Don't listen to them at all, right? Now, you've seen where Bob Arum, great promoter, right? Promoted the best of fights, who also got out here and said, I'm doing a wonderful job with Devin. Great promoter, what I'm doing, right? Respect. You see what I mean? But what I also say is at some point in time, and it will probably be today, that you should not undermine the fact that what Devin brings to the table no longer, and Oscar De La Hoya, right? And alike, that what he brings to the table. Because what we as boxing fans, and not just represent Dev, say that we want to see the fight happen. And we're tired of the excuses, right? And that's all. So the one that I came on here to kill was the narrative that we didn't want to make the fight happen. That we're not available. That's why I consistently say that. But when you talk about a fight where Tyson Fury and fucking Wilder, right? Tyson Fury and Wilder, great fight that's happening, right? The fighters aren't switching sides when the shit is over with. So because we own our company and because Devin is a boss and he came in it as a boss because he had great management, great team, great father, right? So the fighter doesn't fucking switch sides. We promote the fight and it's the next big great fight. That's it.
And this is why.
Do you hear Hall of Fame Bob promoter saying?
And this is why I give y'all. I give you that power, so I hold y'all accountable to that standard.
Hold on. I got you in the cooker. You slowly cooking. Give me a second. Now, the thing about this, so you don't hear Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum saying it, but you hear that the fighters team enforced the fight with George Kambosos and made Bob buy the fight because Bob didn't want to buy that fight. So when you talk about the Teofimo Lopez camp, if they wanted to force Bob to make a fight where the fighters don't switch sides, right? Because this prevents all that old school bullshit. George Kambosos is not going to switch sides. So not only do the people want to make it happen, but it's also for the real WBC world champion, right? because that fight is bigger. He's defending. He's defending his belts. He's defending the belts that he has, but that fight is not bigger than the fight for the real WBC title.
I'm not saying this is what you should do. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Do you?
I'm not saying this is what you should do because I respect your position as where you're at as young bosses in the game. But it's just a question. Do you think if you were signed with Top Rank that you will have that Loma and that Tio fight easily?
Well, if you ask the people, they said if Teofimo Lopez doesn't fight Lomachenko, then the only fight is Devin Haney. And they say with Lomachenko that if you don't fight Teofimo Lopez, they're not big on him fighting nobody else. He fight Devin Haney. So signed to somebody, I think that we've created enough of a brand and we represent ourselves well in the sense of, steering from a lot of agitation, a lot of, phony shit, right? Staying consistent that we got in this shit to be champions. And this is what comes with being a champion. And having a team that gets out here and does the best for us to push to be in a position to make these big fights happen.
If you would join Top Rank, you would get that Teofimo Lopez fight right away next. If you would have, or Lomachenko, it would have been easier to get those type of fights. I'm not saying you have to.
Keller Plant didn't have to go to DAZN or sign to DAZN or Eddie, bro. Stop it. He didn't have to do that.
Look how much money is involved, bro. Do
now
not
it's
compare
money.
Canelo.
I can't do this forever. This guy obviously can do this forever.
You're saying it like if I'm coming at them. I'm just answering I'm just asking the question. We all know if he goes to Top Rank as a young fighter that they could get the fight. Hey, if you want the guy, just like other fighters, you might need to take a little bit of money so you could get that legacy. You're young. You're 22 years old. You're so sure you're going to get that money. You're going to be on ESPN, probably get 2 fights. You'll be done by that contract by the age of 23. Easy. Get the undisputed. Isn't it worth enough?
Okay. Well, first of all, you're doing a great job at not representing Bob and what he's saying contractually. You see what I'm saying? So if you're saying that that's what it's going to be, traditionally, Bob does not do it like that, right? I mean, he doesn't I'm not in his business of how he does it, but 1 fight, 2 fight deal is not a deal. He normally does big fights, and it's big fights like Wilder and Fury. You're saying that this fight is not of the magnitude that it's big enough to be a big fight? We've been, although Devin is being young, we've been working a long time at this, bro. And we've sacrificed not working with, like I said, the Big Four to be in the position to negotiate the fights when the fights happen. Our partnership with Eddie Hearn allows us to do that. Allows us to be who we are. You know what I'm saying? And be available.
Right? So you stay in the zone, and you ain't gonna get these fighters.
Yo, check this out, man. Check this out. Breaking news. Would you believe it? Isn't this fantastic? Right here when I got my man Punch Drunk on the show. This just in. Multiple sources involved as of Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Kambosos has not signed off on moving the Lopez fight to the new date location. He still has a signed contract for October 4th at Madison Square Garden, which has formally been canceled. It's from its schedule. Theoretically, the fight is in 18 days. Then it says Kambosos is pushing for a 6-figure increase in his purse to fight Teofimo Lopez on October 16th. 2 sources familiar with the discussion told at Show Lopez. Not at Show. Excuse me. That's SI Sports Illustrated.
The worst thing will happen. I think you'll go. May 3rd. I mean October 30th. Top Rank will pick it up.
Oh my God, another date?
No. I'm just saying because I've been looking at that date that they've been saying.
Another date?
Hey, this dude here. Listen, let me just tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
They did a great job masking for a long time, and I know Peter. You know, who represents Kambosos. Know him well over at Triller. That fight is not gonna. That fight is not gonna happen.
I'm saying that fight is not gonna happen.
I just said it. You want to act like you was breaking it. I just told you that. You wasn't gonna say that at first.
Man,
I just said
that on Ring IQ, champ. I said that on Ring IQ. You could go to Ring IQ.
I said when you got off the joint.
You praying that it don't happen. You pray that it don't happen. That's why you had a little evidence that he won a purse bid. Stop it. You praying that don't happen.
I waited. I mean, you got off, and I waited a split second. I said, man, I'm not going to say what I'm going to say is, right? And then I
love it. You know why? Now that it's dead nest? You know why that it's dead nest? We hope that it's dead nest because now the DHP is going to send that term sheet to Teofimo Lopez, and he's already prepared. Your son already was getting prepared for November. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, send that term sheet. If that fight is dead, let's go. Let's make it happen, Bill. Yeah. Send that term sheet right now. Let's go.
And with that, we're going to wrap it up because I asked the crowd, is this topic getting old? 76% think it's getting old. We going in circles here, man. So we're going to wrap this one up. Bill, I do appreciate you jumping on, you know, and just fighting off these lies that this guy be spewing, man. I just feel so bad.
I love when you say lies. You can't discredit me.
No,
man.
I am discrediting you.
There's people that's going to believe. There's
I
people
am discrediting because
people going to choose Haney. I'm not saying I'm lying. Just call Mauricio Sudamon, bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Mauricio Sudamon is lying.
No, I know, but
Punch. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. The disconnect between me and you is that you keep thinking like Mauricio's Jesus Christ.
Yo, bro, it doesn't matter if I think it's Jesus Christ.
That's
you do not pay sanctioning fees, Ness. I don't. They do. They do, bro. They do. Stop being a baby. Stop being Bill's babysitter, bro.
I hear you, champ. I'm not gonna change the rules of boxing.
Tag team.
I'm not changing the rules of boxing. That's what you do. That's why I've been done with the conversation.
Anybody's changed the rules of boxing, bro.
Nah.
Oh, now they don't. So you the owner of boxing.
No, look. Does Usyk have a supreme belt?
You was trying to change the rules for the IBO. You want them to change the rules. So what you talking about?
Does Usyk have a supreme belt? Does Usyk have a supreme belt? Does
Teofimo Lopez, undisputed, beat Lomachenko, and all the sanctioning bodies president. If you ask them separately, they all gonna say Teofimo Lopez. Point blank. Period.
That ain't what Mendoza said.
Period.
But all right. I'm just saying.
So hey Ness.
Yo.
So let me ask you this then. Mm-hmm. So if you're the supreme and you're everything that he said is, why did you pick George Kambosos
to get that money on purse bid?
Now listen, what I said was to get it on purse bid. That's you talk to a promoter. You reached out to the promoter. You're saying that a promoter.
If you would have showed up with that $4 million, you should have showed up with the $4 million before the IBF mandated that fight. But you capped.
No. Nope. I talked to Dave McWaters within that time period.
No, you didn't.
See, you got that wrong.
Okay.
You got that wrong. That's the time I talked to Dave McWaters.
Okay.
Well, gentlemen, we ain't going nowhere, man. We ain't going nowhere, Bill. He don't believe you, and you don't believe him.
Said everything.
We going in circles because he don't believe you. You don't believe him, man. Is worthless, and I don't believe him. I can't believe that he's like changing the rules of boxing and shit.
Come on, Ness. You just got mad at Teofimo Lopez because he didn't want to grant you the interview. Stop it, Ness.
But why he didn't want to grant me the interview?
Hate Teofimo Lopez
no, my hate is consistent.
I get it. It's
Punch
right.
Is my hate. Hold on, Bill. Hold on. Is my hate consistent? Punch, yes or no?
Now?
No, is it consistent? I titled my interview "The Unified Champ." So is my hate consistent or is Tio sensitive?
Hey, he could be sensitive.
Okay,
a lot of fighters.
Okay, so my hate.
Devin Haney has blocked me. That's
so my hate,
a lot of fighters are sensitive.
But listen to me. But my hate is consistent. When he was coming on my show, he was coming on my show as the unified champ.
But now you capping for Haney.
But wait, time out. No.
I
don't need help, Bill. Bill, I don't need help. Check this out. I don't need help. Listen to me, Tio. I mean, fucking.
The only way
I called him Tio.
If you go after Punch, you go after the WBC. If you don't go after the WBC and tell them they lying, they capping, he's delusional, then my brother, I'm good.
Punch.
Until you wear your big boy pants up and tell Sugar Daddy that, yo, my man, do not stop with your false advertising.
Tell me the way.
Yo, it's not worth it, Bill. He don't let you talk. I can't do this. I gotta go, man. I gotta go, fellas. I'm out. I can't do it with y'all.
Last question, Ness.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't you hear him?
Ness, I'm leaving.
Let me ask you this, Ness. Who's king at lightweight?
We can't talk.
Who's king at lightweight?
We can't talk, Punch. You don't let people talk. You don't let no one talk. You don't.
If you can't send no offer, you ain't no king. But anyway, listen. Now,
y'all not king no either. You haven't sent no offers.
You only crazy. I don't understand how y'all talk boxing like this.
You talk about money. DHP talk about money.
I gotta go. I got to go. I got to go, man. I got to go. I talk boxing. I don't do that. Y'all, I'm good with that. I'll check you out later.
Ness, man. Won't you kill him? Let me just say something to you for a second.
All right. Yo, we out. Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.